Hello, and welcome to Cancer Be Gone series. My name is Shona Willians, and I am the host and the founder of the show. Thank you so much for participating and coming to join us on this demonstration. Today, we are talking about how to empower your kitchen, to turn it into your arsenal so that it can fuel your body, so that your body has what it needs in order to fight for itself and build a nice, healthy, strong immune system. So thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be talking about how to identify resources to turn your kitchen into an oasis of health, of healthy information. We're talking today to cancer patients and their caregivers, as well as people who just want to have a healthier lifestyle and learn how to change their palate and change their kitchen in order to change their health outcome. So, that being said, I am not overriding or overruling any professionals' recommendations for anyone who is participating today. So just want to make that clear, okay? If you are under doctor's care, this information is not meant to override any of the professionals' information that or recommendations that they are giving you, okay? So just to be sure that that's clear, what we're doing here is giving you some alternative information so that you can be empowered, so that your kitchen can be empowered, so that in turn your body can be empowered. Okay? So if you recall in the Cancer Be Gone series, where I did the series of interviews in July and August 2019, we talked to a number of experts, a number of cancer survivors, a number of people who sent their literature, sent their books, sent their cookbooks, sent their information so that we could all gain that information from their experiences, whether they were doctors, whether they were cancer survivors, or whether they were alternative therapists, having something to do with healing the body. So for example, here, we talked to Cherie Calbom. Cherie Calbom, she is a survivor. She's also an author of 35 juice recipe books. 35. And here we have a best-selling book from her. So thank you to Cherie. We also have information from the Gerson Institute. This is their lovely cookbook that they've sent so that we can have some recipes to go by. Now, it is wonderful, full of information. But what we need to understand too is to take the information from the book and put it into practice in our kitchen. Okay, so this might be 200 pages of information, but only until you take it off the shelf is it going to be valuable to you and to what you're doing. So this is from the Gerson Institute. Here, they've also sent a book by Dr. Gerson, Dr. Max Gerson. It has case studies in this book, case studies that you can go through and review. So this is a cancer therapy by Dr. Max Gerson. And here, Annie Appleseed Project. You remember Anne Fonfa, also a cancer survivor. Okay, she sent us really wonderful information, okay? And she also has a website, Annie Appleseed website. So you can go and avail yourself to that website and avail yourself of that knowledge that she has there for us. So here, for example, she says 3 steps for health. 1, eat more fruit and more vegetables every day. Take a walk around the room, the facility, or the neighborhood, and take 7 deep breaths before you go to bed and after you wake up and before any treatment that you might take. 7 deep breaths. That's that oxygen. So there's science behind all of these things. We also have a book here from Carla DeRosa, and she wrote Walks for Life, raw food recipes, full of enzymes, full of wonderful, wonderful juice recipes, salads, and entrees. So that's Carla DeRosa. And here we have something from Dr. Michael Greger. He sent us How Not to Die cookbook. Wonderful information, and not only recipes, but information that stimulates the mind, pictures that can help you enjoy from a visual perspective what you're about to experience or from your taste buds. Now that is wonderful, and we also appreciated getting Eating for Life recipe book from Audree Lee. So Audree Lee is also a survivor, and she did an interview with us, and she spoke about sleeping and rest and how important those things were also. So when we talk about therapy and when we talk about healing, it involves all of these things. So this is a book, Eating for Life, recipe book from Audree Lee. Live long, live strong. And that's available online. And we can't forget Venus DeMarco is also a cancer survivor. So this information that has been sent from people who have actually gone through the process and who have actually come through the eye of the needle and have a testimony, and they're sharing their testimony through their literature. So Venus DeMarco, she's a chef, really wonderful chef, and highly acclaimed in her profession. So we want to thank all of them for giving us this knowledge and sharing with us this knowledge. Also want to thank the Living Foods Institute for sharing their knowledge. And one of their recipes I'm going to share today with you from the Living Foods Institute. So I stayed at the Living Foods Institute for a period of 10 days and did a 10-day detox. That 10-day detox was amazing, and it was wonderful. I felt just so amazing. We had wheatgrass shots every single day. We had energy soup every day. So today, I am not going to take you through the wheatgrass process, but I am going to give you the energy soup. The energy soup recipe is half avocado, a half of a green apple. Okay, it is a bunch or a handful, maybe 4 cups of greens, different types of greens, and sprouts, and maybe a cup of sprouts, a tablespoon of dolce, and 5 cups of water. So it's not a lot, but there is so much to enjoy in that energy soup, and your body enjoys in that energy soup. Part of the healing process is to detox. So they had us detoxing for 10 days on not only energy soup and wheatgrass, but delicious salads and raw foods. Okay, and then there was also colonic that was involved in that detox. There was also different exercises for the lymphatic system that was involved in that detox. So there's all types of ways to detox your body, and we have to get it all together and incorporate all of those techniques and methodologies in order to give our bodies a fighting chance. So there was an infrared light called the pod. There was a sauna that you sat in. And then there were healing sounds and vibrations, a whole exercise that was just involving relaxing the body, powering down, holding on to these copper rods, Metatrons they call them, and listening to relaxing music and just allowing the body to enjoy that vibration and enjoy that peace. So right now, we're going to start the energy soup recipe. And that recipe involves this ninja here. We have the ninja, our water, our half of apple and half of avocado, and our Dutch, which is in there already, just to save some time. Okay, so now we have some greens here. The first thing that you want to do is wash your hands. So you want to make sure that your hands are washed, bacteria and germs and different things like that are clean and clear from your area, especially your hands. Okay, next, we're going to add the water. And you add the water up until you see the cup line for 5 cups of water. Here, I'm not going to use that much. Okay. Another part of the recipe is 4 cups of greens. So I assume that's 1 cup. And we have our other greens here. And some of these bags say pre-washed. So be sure that you look for that. And if you need to wash your greens, then wash your greens. And you can do that simply in a colander. And that was, whoops. And that is 3 cups. This will be 4 cups of greens. And then we take our sprouts. Now you don't really have to sprout, or you don't really have to go and take sprouts, get sprouts from the store. You can sprout on your own. Lentil beans here that I've sprouted. Want to wait until your sprouts get a little tail on them. So I'm not quite sure if you can see that tail, but there's a tail, and that tail is the root. That root indicates that it is ready to rock and roll. Okay, so these are the lentil beans. There's also different beans that you can sprout, like mung beans. We're going to use a cup of the sprouts. You can sprout mung beans, adzuki beans, sunflowers, all different types of things that you can sprout. Right now, they're hailing broccoli sprouts as one of the superfoods. Okay, so broccoli sprouts are top of the list as far as sprouts are concerned. But you can certainly go down the list of sprouts. There's an amazing amount of different types of sprouts that you can use. The whole thing is, this is a half avocado. And with an avocado, you have to be careful not to, if it's overripe, that's not going to be healthy for you. And neither is it going to be healthy for you if you pick it and it's not ripe enough. So you have your half of avocado, you have your half of a green apple, you have your tablespoon of dulse, your cup of sprouts, and your 4 cups of greens, different leafy greens. You can use spinach, there's chard in here, there's kale, baby kale, different types of things like that. So all these different types of things. And microgreens, you can absolutely sprout, sprout the beans and then plant them. And then when they start to grow, that's actually the microgreens that you can cut and put into here also. So that absolutely boosts your nutritious juice called energy soup. This is actually a smoothie. And I do apologize for the loud noise, but this is the life of the ninja. Here we go. Do it for just a few seconds and then you stop and you let it rest. You stop and you let it rest back down to the bottom. But then you don't want to overprocess your energy soup. You don't want to go beyond a minute. So right now, we're going to put the clock on for 1 minute. Can you give us 1 minute? Here we go. Hi. That was 1 minute. Now you might ask, why do you not go beyond 1 minute? Why can't you just walk away? Well, because this is a live dish. This is a live smoothie. So with these food processors, the longer it goes, the more it heats it up. So you don't want to heat it up to the point where it destroys those beneficial nutrients that you're trying to get into your system because of the heat. So that's why you don't go beyond 1 minute. And so that is your energy soup. Now this soup comes out, depending upon your ninja, nice and creamy and smooth, very delicious. And this is the soup that we drank all day, every day, for 10 days. It was a very nice exercise. It was very, very delicious, and it was so energizing. With the sprouts, with the greens, and it is a green drink. It's very green, it's very delicious, and it's very smooth. And your palate changes. It's just enough days to get your palate to change and enjoy that flavor. So now, the next thing we're going to do Oh, one thing I didn't tell you, with our energy soup, we did water as well. Water, water, water throughout the whole day. So now, I will have a demonstration on juicing. You may or may not have heard that celery is on the rage. Celery, organic celery juice is on the rage. And you'd be hard pressed to find an affordable stalk of celery now, organic stalk of celery, for all the rage of celery right now. But it's okay, because there's a cliche, it goes, seek and you shall find. And so celery goes is an amazing and delicious addition to just about any dish that you might want to put it in. Salad, juice. Right now we're going to juice it by itself. But you can absolutely include the celery in different types of juices. And it brings a wonderful and delicious flavor to the juice. Now, I am going to do a demonstration with our juicer. We're going to put this together, open it up. You might have different types of juicers, that's fine. This is a slow juicer. And I like it better than quicker juicers. The faster you juice, the less quality juice you have. So this is a slow juicer, which means that you're going to get a better quality juice. And so, after your juicer has all been put together nicely, make sure everything's nice and tight, and you have it on the right setting. I normally go for setting number 2, depending upon what I'm juicing. So this is celery here, setting number 2. Okay, so this juicer, and maybe I'll just bring this down a little bit more so you can see the juice coming out. I'm cutting my head off. Okay, here we go. Juicing. Juicing some celery stalks. And remember, do not put your fingers down into the hole. No matter how exciting or wonderful you might think this process is, safety first. So there's that celery juice coming out. Out of the way so you can see that whole process work. Okay. This is the celery juice. Now, celery has been hailed for its nutritional benefits since the time of the pyramids. Imhotep was the designer of the pyramids, and he was the scribe, and he was also the medicine man. He was a nutritionist, yes. He was the astrologist. Imhotep had a lot of different hats. But they found that Imhotep was really big on celery all the way back then. And what you might not know is Hippocrates, the father of medicine, actually studied Imhotep's information. And so, it goes back just that far. So now you're left with this, which is the celery, the waste from the celery. Okay. And put that to the side. You have your celery juice here. This is your celery juice. Packed full of wonderful nutrients. Now you might understand too that celery is very porous. Okay, so you want to get organic celery. You want to get organic celery, organic peaches, as much organic as possible, but definitely for celery. It has an amazing flavor. And that was just about 7 stalks. 7 stalks makes, I don't know, perhaps about 3 ounces. Very powerful, very strong flavor, very delicious. And you get used to it as you go along. So definitely put organic celery on your list. And for all of your waste products, have a bag here for composting. Because composting helps your garden grow better, helps your garden grow wonderful and more nutritious and fortified fruits and vegetables. Okay, so that is the juice demonstration. The juice is different from the smoothie in that your juice has all of the fiber removed from it. So your celery juice does not contain any of the fiber that is in the celery. Whereas your green juice, your energy drink, your energy soup has all the fiber from those ingredients that you put in. And fiber is good for your belly. But you need both your juice and your smoothies. Put them together. And don't forget to drink your water. Normally, you drink half of your body weight. So mine would be about 60, maybe 60 fluid ounces a day. But do the math and make sure you're getting enough water. Okay? The next thing we're about to do to empower and fortify your kitchen is make a wonderful and delicious salad that pops. Okay, so now we're making our salad with not only greens, but lemon. And lemon is big on vitamin C. Really, really huge amount of vitamin C in your lemon. So you use some of your spinach. You use some of your various greens, and you toss them into there. And here you have wonderful and delicious head of romaine lettuce. Top off the bottom of that, put it into your bag, then you hold the whole thing and just carefully pop and add that romaine lettuce, beautiful lettuce into it. Okay, like so. You have your tomato, like so. Nice big chunks And yes, you can eat the tops and the bottoms of your tomatoes. They're delicious, they're nutritious, they're part of the whole experience. And one thing I always like to say is to save your seeds. Save your seeds and plant them. You'd be surprised that you get tomatoes. So here we have a piece of ginger. So you take your ginger, and if you don't have one of those graters, just slice up a bit of it, okay? And put that ginger to work in your salad. Put the ginger to work in your salad. Put the onions to work in your salad. And make sure that you're getting the best, most wonderful, flavorful ingredients into your salad. Put it all in there. Absolutely and for sure, put it in there. You might like some more onions. And the experts say, Dr. Greger, for example, he says that the best thing for cancer patients is onions, scallions, leeks, different things in that family. So be mindful of that. Also, we want to put some lemon juice in. Now, when you're squeezing your lemon juice, you cut it in half, and then you just squeeze it into your hand so that those seeds don't end up in your salad. Okay, so now you have delicious lemon, vitamin C right in there. Cut up some of these beautiful and delicious cucumbers into your salad and make it pop. We also have some broccoli florets. Yes, broccoli being hailed as one of the most powerful cruciferous vegetables when it comes to cancer. Okay, so you have different cruciferous vegetables besides broccoli, which include bok choy, cauliflower, different things like that. You'll find all of these on your smartphone. You take your smartphone out, don't worry about it. You have access to the internet. Find out what are your cruciferous vegetables. Just type it in, cruciferous vegetables. You type that in, and you find out what you can get besides broccoli, if you're not a broccoli lover. I happen to love broccoli. And do not use broccoli raw. What you want to do is you want to steam it a little bit. Okay, you can bring your water to a boil, like I did here. So I brought the water to a boil. After the water boiled, I put my broccoli in a colander, set it there, and put the lid on top. I turned off the water also. So therefore, you don't kill the broccoli by over steaming it. You know, you just steam it a little, and you have nice activated broccoli florets for your salad or for your dish. I also make broccoli slaw. So there's plenty and plenty of things that you can do with your salad to make it pop with antioxidants. This is the avocado. So putting it in there with the salad, give it a nice creamy flavor. And here is an avocado. I wanted to show you this. Because when you're picking your avocado, when you're choosing your avocado, you want to look at that there. That's the stem, okay? That's where the stem is. If that stem pops right off like that, pops right off, that avocado is ready. If there's no stem and you're still liking this particular avocado, just squeeze it a little bit. Squeeze a little bit, and if it gives, then that's wonderful. That's ready. Okay. If it's hard as a rock, you're gonna have to put it on the shelf and let it wait a couple of days until it has that little give and that stem pops right out. That's how you choose your avocado. Okay. So that's the avocado lesson. Wanted to also mention your turmeric. Turmeric should go into your food. Absolutely, I'm sure. Your garlic, I'm sorry, we did not do the garlic, but the ginger, the garlic, and the turmeric are very important ingredients in your food, in your smoothies, in your salad, in your dishes, different dishes. They even have something called turmeric tea that you might want to look into. But you can definitely and for sure, look into this information and find out if it's good for you. Find out if that is going to be good for you. So you take and you cut that turmeric up very small, like you did the ginger. It'll turn everything yellow. So just be mindful of that. If you want to use gloves, you can use gloves. Otherwise, just be prepared. So we put some of that turmeric in, and you don't want to overdo turmeric either. You don't too much of anything is not good for you. So you want to be mindful of that. Use your turmeric sparingly. There we go. And there's a bit of garlic here in there. And you mince garlic. You mince it and you mince it and you mince it after you smash it. So the first thing that you do for your garlic, take and you peel it. So this is a garlic clove. That beautiful garlic clove. Peel it by chopping the top and the bottom of it. Chop that top and that bottom part off, and then you peel it. Peel all of that off, and then you smash it. And you really smash it so that it can pop open. When it pops open, that's activating. That's activating that sulfur. Okay, so you want to let that rest for 10 minutes. Do whatever you're going to do and just let it rest to the side. After you let it rest, then you can take and mince it and put it into your dish. Other thing that you don't want to do with garlic is you do not want to heat it. So you take your garlic and you put it onto your dish after your dish is cooked. Lots of people saute their garlic and onions together. That kills the garlic. So the best thing to do is to let it rest and wait until the end of the whole process. And then you sprinkle it onto your food after and turn it into your food after it's done. So here we have a wonderful and delicious salad with turmeric, garlic, onions, mix of greens. We have cruciferous vegetable broccoli in there. You can also add some cauliflower in there. You can add Brussels sprouts in there. And here you want to add maybe about a tablespoon or so of avocado oil to your delicious salad. And just toss it with some tongs or a fork or whatever. Right now I'm using a spoon because that's what I have available. You also have your avocado in here. These are the ingredients that the experts are recommending for cancer patients. So if you are dealing with cancer, or if you're taking care of someone with cancer, you want to get that information from those books, and you want to use it and really utilize that information so that you can feel better. You also have your lemon in there. So your lemon, your onions, everything's working together with you and for you. Apple cider vinegar also. Just a touch of apple cider vinegar will take this over the top. Okay, so you just toss that apple cider vinegar in there with everything. Oh, and it smells so amazing. Just that little bit. Only need just a little bit of that to make it pop, to make it spark, and to get that flow and that energy going. So that's your salad. I wanted to tell you also about the cucumber. Your cucumbers should be organic. If your cucumbers are not organic, take the skin off. Take the skin off. Okay, you don't really need the skin if you're not dealing with organic fruits and vegetables. Take your skin off. Unfortunately, the pesticides and herbicides they use do get into that produce. So you really want to make sure that you're trying to get the best product that you can possibly get. Take something else off of your list, add something else on there that's organic, and that'll be good for your health and your wellness. So you're investing in yourself. Another wonderful addition to your kitchen should be teas. Your teas are full of antioxidants. The best teas that you can get, this one is a turmeric ginger tea. The best teas that you can get, though, are your white teas and your green teas. Your white teas and your green teas have the highest amount of antioxidants for you. Okay, so be mindful that you're checking for that. Right. Here, I have some wonderful and delicious recipes that I have prepared. These are mushrooms, and Dr. Fuhrman talked about his G-bombs: garlic, mushrooms, okay, onions, beans. So what I did here was I made a stuffed mushroom. The stuffed mushroom has chickpeas. Okay, so that's delicious. Chickpeas in your mushroom. And here I have a delicious spinach dish. So the spinach is high in iron. I just sprinkle some of that garlic on, and I have the onions here sauteed with the mushrooms. It's a delicious part of a breakfast. You can eat this for breakfast. Okay, so that is your spinach and mushroom dish. You might be wondering, what is this? This is a collard green. Collard greens are cruciferous vegetables also. So you can add that to the list along with kale, okay, cauliflower, broccoli, bok choy, all of those. Brussels sprouts, wonderful and delicious cruciferous vegetables. But this one, the experts are recommending us to get rid of bread, okay, from our diets. So when you go to make a wrap, make it with the collard greens. How big that is? Okay, so you can put some of your spinach and mushrooms in. You can put some of your salad in, and you can add a bit of hummus. So these here are your celery sticks that you can add that you can have with your hummus, which is just chickpeas, lemon, garlic. Okay, I'll put onions in mine, and tahini. Tahini is wonderful and delicious. It's an excellent addition to your kitchen, to your arsenal. Tahini is really, really good. Excellent to add for spices, soups, dips, and creamy salad dressing. So this tahini is not only good for the hummus, which we're going to add to our wrap, it's also good for our dips and different things like that. So here you have your wrap, your colored green wrap, and I have prepared some nicely sliced veggies. These are cucumbers here, and add a couple of those. And these are like bean, that's tomatoes. So you add that here. And you can also add cayenne pepper. And a pinch of Himalayan salt. Cayenne pepper, just a little of that. This is your nutritional yeast. You get unfortified nutritional yeast, not fortified nutritional yeast. Unfortified nutritional yeast. And you add that into your wraps. You can add it into your salads. This is B12. Excellent, excellent, excellent vitamin for the system. Okay, and take just a little sprinkle, just a dash, not even a dash, just a little sprinkle of salt and beer. You wrap, you can wrap it and tuck and wrap and tuck on the sides. Tuck it in like that. The side. Tuck, back and tuck. And with the spine, I just broke the spine. I'll show you how to do that. But you wrap and tuck, and you wrap and tuck, and you wrap and tuck. And then you put it into a nice wrap of aluminum foil or whatever. And you hold it like that until you get to work. And you have your nice lunch. Now, or making a wrap and you have a big collard green, the best thing you want to do is to break the spine. You break your spine, it allows you to wrap it up. Into a nice little circle. And you see how that bends just nicely like that? That's all you have to do. That one's ready to go. Also, we have our wheat berries. Wheat berries are great. They're a great addition to your arsenal, to your kitchen. For your soups, they can be used for your breakfast cereal. They can be used as a breakfast cereal. So you take and you cut your fruit out into it, and you have a nice hearty meal for breakfast. That's your beans. So this is a pot of lentil beans. Very delicious. It smells so good. Very delicious. It has garlic and onions. Prescribed vegetables for our kitchen arsenal. And this is curry cabbage and mushrooms. Excellent for the body. Cabbage is also a cruciferous vegetable. So here we have all of our dishes, our nice salad, our hummus, our like peen, our delicious tomatoes, ginger, garlic, turmeric, very big on the list. Beans, mushrooms, cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, bok choy, broccoli, and cauliflower. Okay, our wheat berries, our green wrap, our green wrap. This is huge wrap too, by the way. This is so huge and it's so filling. What you might want to do with the collard green, if it gets this big, mine never gets this big. But what you might want to do is just steam it like you did the broccoli. Steam it, blanch it, you know, just do that in order to make it softer and more palatable to chew it. All right, so we have different oils that we have to stay away from. According to our experts here, we have olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil that are on the list of recommendations. You have your nutritional yeast, apple cider vinegar, and your mixed greens. And so, if there are any comments, questions, or concerns, you can put them right there in the chat. I thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me at slwilliams0124@gmail.com. slwilliams0124@gmail.com. Put me onto your list of trusted sites. You can also go to my vegan page at veganplateplease.com. That's on Facebook at veganplateplease. All right. In the meantime and in between time, I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Thank you so much for joining me and have a great rest of the day. I'm going to eat. Bye-bye.